Hey everyone, welcome to another fantastic episode of the RMA podcast. Ooh, don't you just love it? I know, I love it. I mean, why else would you be here listening to it?
It sounded like you almost forgot what kind of podcast you're on.
Is
this the golfing podcast? No, wait. No, anime. Yeah, the anime podcast.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong subreddit, sorry.
Nah, it's the tennis podcast, obviously, guys. Didn't you
No.
Don't you remember?
No. Please.
Oh,
Does anyone else French
that.
Open?
I love the tennis.
Stop.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about something unique, I guess, demographics. So we're going to be focusing on shows that appeal to certain demographics. We're going to talk about what makes a show like a Shounen or whatever, or a Shoujo. Why does it appeal to that demographic? How does it appeal? And we're also take a look at other types of shows. While they don't fit into the big four like age groups, they target a very specific audience, like idol anime, or anime about cute girls doing cute things.
Oh yeah,
because there's an audience for that, and they have very specific tastes when it comes to these things. So we're gonna talk about that. So the crew for today is we got Bacon.
Hey guys, it's so hot in my room. I think I smell myself.
Ew.
So what you're saying is bacon smells?
It smells to an extent to where it's like, you can enjoy it. My God, it is. Seriously, it is really hot. I'm sorry. You can drink some water. Go on, skip me.
That's fine. Okay.
We don't need to skip you. We already gave you the introduction.
Whatever. I can't think right now.
It's that hot. Okay. We also got basedbecker.
I haven't eaten in 8 hours. I'm super fucking hungry. Let's get this over with.
Oh, okay. We also got Smurf Rock Ruined.
Guys, it's really cold in here.
Dude. I hate you so much. I swear to God.
Like, I'm in long sleeve shirt right now. It's cold.
Dude, I will take off my shirt right now and my underwear, and I'll do this podcast naked.
I'm currently tanking it, so I'm feeling nice.
What?
Okay. And finally we got me. I'm not gonna say my usual line because fucking Bacon gave me shit about that.
Also, it's a stale meme, TBH.
It was stale before it even hit like us, so Like I know who you are.
You did not put that meme in the Ziploc bag. It's gotten stale. You just left it on the counter for 8 hours.
By the time you gave it to us, we're like, dude, it's already rotten, man. What'd you do? Send it back.
Well, I'll come up with a new meme. Don't you worry, guys.
Will you though?
I'll try.
No, he ain't gonna do it. He won't do it.
He won't
do it.
No balls.
History repeats itself.
No balls. He won't do it.
Okay, well, whatever. Let's just get started. So we'll look at the first major category, which is Shounen shows. So for those of you who don't know, Shounen targets it literally means young male. So it targets I'd say young boy, adolescent, maybe teenager phase.
Up to like 14 or 15 maybe?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
It's kind of like that age where you're trying to like find yourself or find your identity, you know what I mean?
And you run with your arms behind your back like you're running like Naruto. That age.
You're trying to find your running style too. You're like, pump my arms back, skipping.
God, do you guys actually know?
Got my Sharingan contact lenses in. Hold on,
dude. I actually wanted to cop on those. There's one point where I almost bought those.
Guys, did you know anyone who'd like run with their arms behind their back?
I did that once.
Does that actually help you at all? Like,
nope.
No.
I
thought they put their arms behind their back because they're getting ready to jump. I thought that's why they ran like that.
Probably.
It doesn't make you run faster.
They do a lot of jumping in Naruto.
Yeah. Dude,
I always thought, because I know they do it in Dragon Ball Z, I always thought they were just running so fast that they couldn't keep their arms forward. Their arms were just flopping in the wind.
I mean, that makes sense, kind of.
You gotta be running pretty fast then, man.
Dude, they're Super Saiyans.
I stand by it. You gotta be running pretty fast in order for that to happen. Because are you saying that their arms aren't strong enough to handle the wind?
It's because they're fast.
Okay. Gotta go fast.
Oh yeah, Sonic runs like that. Shit, I think the world's onto something.
The world? No, me.
You?
I figured it out.
Okay.
Okay, we should probably start talking about this.
Okay.
So shonen shows, there's a ton of them. It's probably one of the most popular anime genres, TBH.
I'd say it's the most popular anime genre.
Most popular and most watched.
Yeah, we talked about Naruto. That's one of it. The big three is actually all of them are shonens.
Yep.
So that's Naruto, One Piece, and what was the last one?
Bleach.
Oh yeah. So
the big
those
three
are all
has
shonens.
changed. I mean, now we got Boku no Hero Academia, but it's those.
That's your own.
I mean, we also have
opinion,
Fairy Tail.
TBH.
That's pretty goddamn big too.
Yeah.
Hunter.
Yeah.
Hunter.
Yeah, shonen as well.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
For some reason, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure isn't included in this. I don't know why.
JoJo's is something.
Well, it's because the big three is a Western thing. It's not.
Yeah.
Japan.
Yeah, I agree.
AK also the shows that all the casuals watch. So
Hey, if it weren't for them, we probably wouldn't be here doing this.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, my first
it's a
show
good
was,
stepping stone because a lot of the shonen series are really simple. You know what I mean?
Very accessible is what you mean, right? Yeah. Very easy to, jump in. Get it, guys?
Yeah, so let's actually talk about it.
I like it. Good job.
Yeah.
So, what shonens have you guys seen? I'm sure you guys seen a lot. Let's start with Smurf because he's known as the JoJo
It's like the
guy
biggest
and also
shonen
the
fag out of all
guy.
of us. Let's be honest.
Well, I think I might rival him, but go on.
Yeah. So I've seen a lot of shonen. I'm assuming, like the rest of you, that I started watching shonen when I was younger with Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
Naruto. Yeah, I think you guys are right when you said that it is definitely the most accessible genre. You can pretty much turn on any episode of Dragon Ball Z and you'll know what's happening. There's punching, there's screaming, there's more screaming, there's more screaming, there's another punch, and then they scream some more, and then the episode's over. And you go, that was cool. And then you watch it, you do it again.
Well, it's just easy
you
to
do that
follow.
for 300 episodes, and it's just, oh boy.
It's great.
Yeah.
Amazing. 10 out of 10. Best show ever.
Yeah, a lot of the most popular shonens are they're not just a single cour. They're either two cour or even
I'd say the
50
most
to
popular
100
ones
episodes.
are definitely you've even mentioned the big three. When Bleach is the shortest of the big three at 366 episodes.
Yeah.
Anime only, of course. Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Well,
Manga's still going.
The manga. Is the Bleach manga still the shortest though?
I kind of want it to be the
It's
shortest.
definitely shorter than One Piece, and it's catching up to Naruto is 699 chapters.
I think it.
Bleach is in the high 500s at the moment.
I think 700 was a bonus.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Bleach just needs to stop though. I'm just throwing it out.
Hey, them Kubo ass poles are great though. Come on, you gotta admit they're fun.
They were,
and the art's great. The art's pretty great.
You can only do that so many times, but the art I will stand by.
Plus, you just want to see how it ends.
I think that applies to a lot of shows. Okay, I think just a general trait of all shonens is that they always leave you on a cliffhanger sort of thing that you really want to know what happens next.
Oh yeah,
it's you see it in shows, but it happens really often in shonens.
I was thinking about this. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off here, but
yeah,
I was actually thinking about this exact thing while I was watching last night's new episode of Boku no Hero Academia,
which I haven't seen yet. Just throwing it out there.
Okay, I'm not going to go into detail about it at all.
Okay.
But while I was watching it, I realized that I was just waiting for there's a fight. It's setting up a fight, and I was oh, the fight's gonna be really cool. And then I realized wait a minute. I just realized that the large majority of shonen is you anticipating the fight. Most of it isn't even the fighting. It's just you oh man, I can't wait for them to fight, and then the fight happens, and it's never a huge fight, but for whatever reason, just setting up a fight is the most entertaining part of a shonen to me.
It's the build-up, you know?
Yeah. The build-up. Well, even before the fight even happens, when let's say like in some typical like shonen series, you have all these heroes and villains kind of like hyping themselves up about how strong they are. And one fun thing I love doing is just putting those small matchups in my head. Like, I wonder if this guy, what if this guy and this guy fought? Are they ever going to meet somewhere in the future? Or what if this team of people and this team are like fight each other? Because they both seem really good. And that's one thing I love doing with shonens. And there, like, there are times where you do see like big, monster type, villains fight each other or heroes fight each other. I think one that sticks out is Coconut Basket, because they kept on hyping about like each weapon of each team, and then when other teams played each other that didn't include like the main characters, I was more interested in those fights than I did the main story.
Because you see the main characters, you know them. You want to see something new.
Yeah. You know the main characters are like, well, at least you want them to be successful. But then there are times where I'm just like, man, I hate that team and I hate that team, but I acknowledge that they're good. Now let's see them play each other. Let's see them get frustrated with each other.
Right.
So that's a lot of fun, especially if they build the world correctly. I don't want like overpowered characters like beating other overpowered or characters I thought that were overpowered.
It's like that's one of my favorite things is you'll see most, at least for Battle Shonen.
Battle Shonen, yes.
Shonen in general, because there's a lot of Shonen out there that's not like.
Oh, we could also talk about like Shonen that aren't necessarily Battle Shonen. We could save that for later. But,
but one of my favorite things about watching it then is like, well, most Battle Shonen have like a wide variety of like cool powers. Like JoJo has the stands, Hunter x Hunter has Nen, even Boku no Hero Academia has their quirks, and then One Piece has like their devil fruits and stuff. So like they usually have something.
The fruits are just something that like about them,
like a unique power. One of my favorite things is always like, oh man, like this is a cool power. This is a cool power. I can't wait to see how all these cool powers like interact with each other.
Oh yeah, like they combo it and stuff like that.
Yeah, and like that's the one thing like with like even like with JoJo, it's like you have all these stands. This, like all of these crazy powers that you like never see that you've like never seen before, and you're just like, what would happen if that one and this one ran into it? Like, how would that even like play out? And then it happens, and you're like, oh, this is awesome. This is how it plays out. Okay.
Oh yeah, because it's either two routes. It's either one power actually does trump the other totally, or the users of the power find a way to take advantage and try to like strategically win by using their wits. Naruto did that quite often, like, oh yeah, it's not about how strong you are, you have to actually be smart. But then later on in Shippuden, it just got to the point where like, all right, who has the most chakra? Raise your hand. You're the winner. Congrats.
Now, was that like filler arcs, or was that like President Canon arcs?
For Naruto?
Yeah, like the just overpowering part.
The overpowering part, it spread out through some arcs. I think it got too ridiculous when we hit like the Great Ninja War. Because before that, in the beginning of Shippuden, you start to see every character blossom into like what their power is supposed to be and what they're actually good at, and that's when you start making those mini matchups that I started thinking in my head, and you start to find out who's good with working with who. But then you'll hit a certain arc where it's just like, all right, we get it, everyone's strong, and now let's focus on the main characters and see how strong they are. By I don't know, it's frustrating sometimes. Like Fullmetal Alchemist, Fullmetal Alchemist doesn't do that.
So it's not just filler arcs, then it's even in the canon.
It's in the
canon. So it sounds like Kishi kind of just Kishimoto just gave up.
I don't like to think of it that he gave up, but I felt like it could have been better because I want teamwork.
I wouldn't be surprised. I remember that like there's that point where like he finished Naruto and everyone's like, oh, I can't wait for your next one. And he's just like,
oh shit,
like
fuck.
No, like I have to go on my honeymoon, guys. I got married 15 years ago. Like
really, I didn't know about that.
Or his wife's still waiting for the honeymoon.
No, I'm not even joking. That's literally what happened.
Really?
What?
That is sad.
Like he said, I'm taking a break. Let me rest. I'm gonna go on my honeymoon.
I feel bad for Kishi.
I really do now. Are you saying that this entire fan base prevented one man from attending his honeymoon?
Pretty much.
That's pretty freaky, actually. We don't care about your life. Give us more.
I need to know how Naruto ends.
God, that's really sad.
So,
okay, so in addition to like the standard shonens, because you mentioned a good point, they all kind of share these similar aspects.
They're all formulaic almost.
Yeah. We also have like these shonens that aren't really, you don't really think of them as shonen, but they're still listed as shonen. Like Your Lie in April actually is listed as a shonen.
I was super surprised when I looked on Mal and it said shonen. I thought for the longest of time that it was a shoujo.
I did not know that, and I'm watching it right now.
Yeah,
I'm excited. So you're saying there's
it
gonna be like
looks like
fighting,
a
and he's
shoujo.
gonna get stronger, and he's like gonna like unlock new power within it.
But Manakama.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Oh, Nakama is Japanese for friendship, I think?
Yeah, friendship.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You learned a new word. Nice.
I see it a lot when people like shit on like Fairy Tail. Oh, like a really formulaic battle shonen like Fairy Tail. They'll be like Monokuma, and I'm like, yeah, I agree with that.
God, I get it.
Yeah, and then there's other shonens like Nisekoi is a shonen.
Yep, it's in Shonen Jump.
How?
Yeah.
I can get that. That's kind of made for like 14-year-old boys.
It's kind of like
I can
it's
kinda
kind of
see
like
that.
harem-y. Yeah, like it's not like
Kind of like how like the like battle harem light novels are kind of made for like really young boys, just to have fun
that's
with.
true.
That just seems odd to me. Like,
Well, what's
then
really
again,
odd is when
that's
you
my
have
fault
that-
for thinking that like all shonen's battle shonen. That's my fault
Yeah.
for thinking that.
Yeah,
a lot of
that's,
people have that misconception.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
because there's just so many of them. I think you have to just remember that they probably get that shonen tag when they feel like, oh, it's probably targeted to this audience because the humor and the story.
Oh yeah,
kind of, like,
Shigatsu definitely has like shonen type humor. That's definitely a thing that's really present in Shigatsu. That's the one thing I noticed off the top. But
So if I were to watch Nisekoi, would I be wanting to see which girl is better than which girl? Kind of like in the sense where I want to see which fighter is better than which fighter.
Yeah.
well,
yeah,
I mean,
you watch it for the girls. That's
Yeah.
like Nisekoi is it's a comedy disguised as a romance.
yeah.
Yeah. There's literally
It sets
like,
itself
no
up as like, ooh, this
Yeah.
like there's
I just-
lockets and stuff.
I just
Who
stopped
has
for
the
a second.
right key and
I
shit?
thought I was about to say it backwards.
Oh shit!
No,
Uh-oh.
it's a romance that you don't watch for
For the
romance.
For the romance. That's,
You watch
It's
heard
like a
that
rom com that's more heavy on the com than the rom.
Yeah,
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
that makes sense.
That sounded funny. I don't know why.
It's a com-rom.
Comrade.
Yeah, that needs to be a genre, TVH.
Comrade.
I feel like it kind of
There's
is.
There's too many
It's called Nisekoi.
rom-coms that have no rom, or too many rom-coms that have no com.
Yeah.
No com? I like no com. That's a good show.
What the hell?
You got me there. You fucking got me there. Okay.
Erabe.
But yeah, there's also sports shonens. That's,
Ooh, we can talk
Oh,
about
I
sports
love-
shonen.
Love
Yeah.
sports shonens.
Like
I
Haikyuu.
think Haikyuu. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, what about Ippo? Ippo, let's go, Ippo boys!
I freaking love boxing. Rest in peace, Muhammad Ali.
Wow, way to bring
man.
that
that,
movie,
that just
buddy.
happened like 2
Wow.
days ago.
Dude, don't even joke about that. Honestly, for me, just real quickly, that kind of hit me really hard. It really did.
Yeah.
Yeah. it was-
Like, I'm not even a fan of boxing, but he's the man. Like,
Oh,
he's
dude.
dude.
I'm looking at. I have a sweater and I work out in that every day. Anyway, Ippo, yeah.
Yeah, let's
So
get
same
back
thing.
to
Same thing with like
anime.
with Ippo. It's like battle shonen, but it's only like boxing, and most people think oh, it's just one guy fighting like one guy after another. But the one
that kind of is what that's exactly what it is, but
It
like,
is.
it's done so goddamn well that you can't.
exactly.
Oh, everyone should watch Ippo. Everyone.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's
But again, they do focus on like other characters that fight too, and some of these characters don't even fight Ippo.
yeah.
They're just like they go on their own route, and you do end up kind of like getting emotionally attached to all these characters.
You can
Because-
even get like emotionally attached to like his opponents and stuff. All of his opponents get like backstory, and you understand exactly what they're going through while they're
Yeah,
fighting each other. It's great.
exactly. Because I feel like in shows like I don't know, like Dragon Ball Z, like all those other like battle shonens, there's just some enemies out there that after they're defeated, they just fly over my head. Like, all right, next opponent. Like they're just normal cannon fodder.
Or they're just like they don't have like you can't empathize with them like at all.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, this is Frieza. What does Frieza want to do? Oh, he just wants to take over the galaxy because
Because who doesn't, you know?
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah. Like then again, like that's what makes it a little more simpler because they're evil, But
mhm.
yeah, it's just good versus
They're just
evil, like-
evil because I'm going to twirl my mustache.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna take everything you own. Why? Because it's what I do. Yeah.
Because fuck you!
Yeah, but then in sports shonen, like in Crocodile Basket, Haikyuu, and Ippo, every team has a reason to be there, and that's to win. And they all have different reasons driving them, other than being champions. Other people play for passion, others play for
Family members.
like some of them
Yeah.
are selfish, some of them like play for each
Some of them
other.
are just fucking crazy.
Yeah. Like prodigies, like when prodigies like play other prodigies and stuff like that. That's the stuff I love about sports shonen.
Yeah, so sports shonens are interesting. So even though shonen's like one demographic, there's still like sub genres within shonen. Like we have battle shonen, romance shonen, comedy shonen, sports shonen. Like, and I guess they all share their own
Quirks.
yeah,
Nice.
quirks.
Curse. Good one. He's on a
But
roll.
yeah,
I like
it's,
this guy. Funny guy.
It's interesting. A lot of it, and we can see how the whatever it focuses on, like the battle romance, comedy or whatever sports, they all like target their age group correct in an interesting way. Like, battles shonen is always like powering up, getting better. Sports is like you want to win, can have that motivation.
And then
right, hypes you up.
Rom-coms are like, oh, I want that girl or that girl or
Yeah,
that
it's
girl.
rom-coms are just like, I want to bang this girl.
But I'm too shy to do it.
I'm
There's
young
also-
and I want to do that. Girl.
There's also a bunch of shonen shows that are ecchi. So
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah,
Because
like,
they're totally geared towards those 14-year-old boys, man. They just
Yeah,
want to
dude.
see the boobies.
like Heaven's Lost Property. Like,
Holy
hey,
shit!
Oh, God.
hey
Yeah.
kids, like, well, how would you like it if an angel came down from heaven, butt naked, wanting to do your every will and do
Becoming
your
essentially almost your sex slave.
yeah.
That's
Even with like the chain around her neck. Oh man.
Oh yeah, they must be learning so much
Guys.
about that. Yeah,
guys, please stop. We're a family show. Please.
says the
Fuck
man who
you.
always mentions dojins.
Okay, let's move on to the opposite of shonen, which is shoujo.
Is it
this
the opposite
for-
though? It's kind of like the
It's-
different. It's
I mean,
almost like
I
the.
mean opposite in like gender, basically, because it's the same age group, but just for girls.
So like, okay, I interpreted that wrong.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
what you're saying is
same,
like it's
same.
like the different side of the same coin.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically. Because so shoujo shows, they're shows for the same age group, right? 14, 15-ish.
But for
Right.
girls.
Yeah, for girls.
Ooh, what
Um,
else?
Interesting thing I noticed about shoujos is they all seem to share a certain type of art style, I guess. Like, you kind of look at a show and you're like,
They
this
have
looks
like
like a
big
shoujo.
eyes, and their like hair is pretty. Oh, also all the guys in shoujo are like really pretty. No homo.
yeah,
but, like,
yeah,
You
they
also-
all have this,
Oh, yeah.
the sharp eyes and stuff.
You also
I
get
think that's
the,
a really
You
defining
also get like
characteristic.
whenever a character is like in awe of something, you get like the shoujo bubbles in the back.
Oh yeah, you get like the like
Or
it's
the
almost
sparkles.
like a yeah, and like the roses in the background and shit. Oh,
And like,
Oh, yeah.
everything's sparkly and happy and all. On the cover.
Oh, yeah, the
on
sparkles.
just like real life.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Just like real life.
I
guys.
do run with my arms behind my back, so we're getting closer.
Do you sparkle when you do it?
No, I don't sparkle. I don't
Sparkle!
I'm not good looking enough to sparkle.
Come on, baby.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, get good.
Damn it.
Dude, get some sparkles, yo.
Okay, I will.
Anyways, one interesting thing. I think a lot of people here or listening to us have seen Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun.
Oh,
Which
did
is
you know that's on
shonen.
Shonen?
Yeah, that's actually shonen.
I
Which
know,
is funny.
It parodies like shoujo through its the right Nozaki's art or his own manga.
Yeah, because he's a shoujo mangaka.
Yeah, it's interesting because there's so many stereotypes about it. Like what we talked about, the roses, the guys having looking like really pretty. Like I noticed they all have sharp eyes, and it just
They're
it's
all
so weird.
good looking, and it's just like, wow, amazing.
Yeah, and then they have like it's there's a lot of focus on internal character conflict. You don't really have much like fighting or like anything like intense, I guess, that guys would like. It's more like emotional stuff that I would be and geared towards girls.
Well, I think it's kind of like with shonen when they throw in romance. It's kind of done very like lazily. Like, oh yeah, by the way,
It's pretty shallow.
yeah, like, oh yeah, by the way, these two, they're blushing next to each other, so take a guess. But then in shoujo, there is more focus on the romance, but I would assume, like, and vice versa, if there's any type of action, like in Fruits Basket, like, if there's supposed to be any kind of, like, conflict, it's not done too well. Because that's not
Yeah.
what they're going for. And so it's really kind of interesting how they both intertwine like that. because it's more focused on whichever part.
Yeah. So, guys, what shoujo shows have you seen?
Or Monogatari. Literally.
Oh yeah, that.
Literally
Yeah.
self-insertion.
I've
That's
seen-
me right there.
I've only seen My Little Monster, which is
How's?
pretty much exactly what you've described.
Oh,
You chained up?
What?
What?
Oh,
What?
there is a chain on the cover. TV.
I know, that's why I'm looking at it.
Well, the thing is because he's a monster and she's like trying to tame him or something.
Oh, okay.
Kinky.
There's no. She
obviously
doesn't-
not literally, but
She doesn't
like,
actually have him on a leash.
Oh, that's
like
unfortunate. I kind of want to
visual
drop it now.
symbolism.
Same. I was kind of like wanting to see that.
I'm gonna drop it before I start watching
Yeah,
it.
how dare you?
But no, it's
Can't
pretty much
stop it.
exactly what you've described. There's a lot of like, it's like kind of romance focused. There's a lot of like, there's no like action, but it's definitely has like internal conflict throughout the whole thing.
Mm.
And the guys are all pretty, and the girls are all pretty, and there's shoujo sparkles and shoujo bubbles.
I guess I kind of feel bad in saying shoujo shows are essentially intertwined with romance because it seems like the vast majority of them are essentially romance.
Yeah, I can think of an exception. I know I haven't seen it, but like Akatsuki no Yona, I think stays away from romance for the most part.
Oh, I see the romance tag on Mal, so
Maybe it has romance in it. I don't know.
It's
it's probably
heard
like
that-
it's probably a minor thing.
I've been told
Mm.
that it's the most shonen shoujo.
Wow, that's
Ah.
kind of like interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird. Question: Why
Mm.
is it that Attack on Titan is a shonen, but Attack on Titan, A Choice with No Regrets, is shoujo? I'm looking here.
wait, actually?
Wait,
Wait, what's a
is that-
choice with
Attack
no
on Titan-
regrets?
What is that?
Is that like an OVA?
The
Oh, I see
A
it.
Choice
Yeah,
with No
yeah,
Regrets.
I do see it.
It's the one about when Levi meets. Is when he first joins the corpse. It's
Is
kind
it
of like
I don't know.
it says shoujo on Mal, and like I have Mal tabs open right now. When I saw that, I was like,
I don't know.
I watched like the first
Okay.
episode of that, but I don't know, just throwing it out there. If you
I
guys,
don't know. I haven't seen that, so I don't know.
yeah.
I got a good
Maybe it's
guess.
got
I got a
that
good guess.
Levi man service.
It's
'cause-
it's the Fujoshis.
Dude, we could talk about Fujoshi shows. Oh man,
Go
there's
on.
a lot of there's quite a few shoujo that's like kind of Fujoshi heavy too, like Brothers Conflict and fucking Diabolic Lovers. Fuck that shit.
Oh, dude.
It's
It's okay.
Like Diabolic Lovers, Brothers Conflict, both reverse harems, both pander hard to the females. So I'm not
So
surprised that they're
that
shoujo.
seems more like a reverse harem thing and not a shoujo thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, but Fujoshis are, also shoujos.
Yeah. They are women.
So,
It's true.
yeah, that is a good point.
Man, I really
Ah.
haven't seen too many shoujos. I thought I did because I made the mistake of assuming that shoujo was all romance. I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen a bunch of romance shows. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, no, it's very unique in how it presents itself.
Yeah.
I mean, I've watched a few, like one or two. So I started Kimi no Todake, which I'm
That's a
butchering
very,
it
very
horribly.
popular shoujo.
It is.
I
it is
hear.
the shoujo. Like you look at it and you compare it with anything else, you just think this is the main shoujo. Like it has all the traits that we talked about.
Sparkle, sharp
So,
eyes,
Yeah,
childhood,
Pretty
childhood
boys.
friends, pretty boys.
internal conflict.
Too bad they don't win,
Like-
Bacon.
Oh,
Really
I-
slow progression, I'm
I
assuming.
know one show where the childhood friend wins.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Same.
say what it is.
Actually,
Don't
no,
spoil it.
yeah.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it, guys. Come on. I have never seen a show where the childhood friend wins, and I don't want to
Yes, you
start
have.
yet.
Yeah, you have. I know you have.
Wait, then again,
Yeah.
wait, I gotta rethink. I'm not sure if they're. Well, does it count if you have two childhood friends?
No,
Really? Okay,
it
never.
has to be the one that's always been on the sidelines.
I retract my statement.
No, I could still say that you've seen one, dude, man.
We've
I
all
mean-
seen one. Can I say? I mean, it's not even a spoiler. It's Amagami.
Oh, I was actually going to say Fullmetal
Oh.
Alchemist.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
Dude,
a shonen. Though.
I guess.
Well,
That's-
Edit?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I mean, I guess.
Oh, are we talking? I
Amagami
thought we were
is
just talking about
something.
anime in general. Oh,
But
might be.
yeah,
Well,
I guess whatever. But
I know
like it
idea.
happens.
Okay, let's keep talking, guys. Oh, one more thing I wanted to mention
One more
about
thing.
shoujo.
Magic wants to be.
I'm sorry. I honestly couldn't resist.
Same.
Same.
Oh my god.
Best shonen
Okay,
ever,
whatever.
Jackie Chan adventure.
Oh yeah, the other show I want to mention was Monogatari,
Yeah.
which Bacon mentioned.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting because it's not a shoujo in the natural way. It's like you'd expect a shoujo. Like it I guess it parodies it sort of by having the guy who seems like he's the MC end up being the friend, while the main guy is someone you never see as a shoujo protagonist.
And
I thought it was interesting.
the main couple starts the show together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 episodes in, like, boom, they're together.
Interesting thing, because I think a lot of romance, because since there's so many romance shoujo shows, the end goal ends up being just the fact that the couple gets together. Because very few shows that I can think of stop when the relationship is done.
Also, I want to like.
to
I just want to say, keep in mind that a lot of these these are also like a lot of shoujo adaptations. So the manga's like still going. So of course that there's like going to be like no resolution
Yeah.
at the end.
It seems like
gotta
a
sell
common
those
thing
copies.
in shoujo, because at least with like with shonen, there's not usually a lot of times it just keeps going.
Mm-hmm. Because it's popular usually.
Yeah,
So they have to, like,
and
keep
a lot of
writing and writing.
It
shoujo-
doesn't stop coming. And
And so-
They
A
don't
lot of
stop
shows
coming
Stop
indeed.
coming.
Yeah.
a lot of shoujo sets up that like romantic goal from the get go. So there's always an end goal that you're looking forward to seeing, and then the anime most of the time just doesn't cover the whole thing. So you never see the end goal in the adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
But then again,
Oh,
I
well,
feel like
that-
it's a lot easier to pick up from where the anime ends because it's just a shoujo and you just keep reading and seeing the romantic, developments. Shonen, some people are reluctant to pick that up at the manga because, like myself, I'm like, oh, I want to see the action. I want to see the jumping, the throwing of the kunai, the punches. I don't want to have to imagine that, but
Yeah, I
I've
think
gotten
so. I
past
think
that.
I think shoujo is more. It's more common that you have to pick up the manga if you want the ending.
Yeah.
which I don't
Okay, so let's move on.
Sure.
We're gonna still talk about female-oriented shows, but this time for the older age group, Josei.
I thought it was
Oh.
Josei.
Just
Okay, that
Josei and the
that
Pussycats?
creeps me out because that's like very close to my mother's name. So
Well, because we know that Dude Man can't pronounce words, so
yeah,
That was very
I'm
creepy,
fucking terrible
like-
when I come.
Get
comes to
into
Japanese
words, buddy.
I'm just fucking terrible when it comes to Japan. What if the people knew I hated Japan? What did they say?
Whoa.
I didn't know you hated
Whoa.
Japan. This is
Whoa.
the first time I'm hearing
Oh.
about this shit.
yeah,
Well,
everyone else assumed that I did, but that's not true. But,
Well, Bacon, you're a racist, remember?
I am not a racist. I hate everyone. Okay,
Bacon-
Oh, well, that's
Bacon-
just super edgy.
That's still racist.
they can quit lying.
stop it! No, stop! I'm not a liar.
Okay, so let's Josei.
God,
I said it right?
I don't think
Yeah.
I've seen
Good
any
job.
Josei.
Okay.
I mean, I would have
Yeah,
corrected you
I
if you
did it.
didn't say it right, but
Proud of you.
So this is for older women,
Like in their
Uh,
20s
yeah,
or even
above.
older than that.
and above.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
20s
and
is
above.
the minimum. Yeah.
The maximum is 40. People above 40 can't enjoy it.
Yeah. So there's not actually a ton of Josei anime.
Yeah, when I looked up Josei on Mao, there's only literally just one page of Josei anime.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like-
36
look at
It's
it
like
shows.
30 something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
36. It's crazy.
Although that's just
Um,
with tags. Now the thing you can have, you have to remember. There's also original anime that don't have the tag but are very definitely aimed
They
at
they
that
share the
audience
quirks
group.
that
Yeah.
Josei.
I guess you could say that, yeah. But it still like shows that it's not a very. I guess it ends up not being a very popular genre just because I guess they feel like they can't really
that
make too much
demographic
money
maybe
off
just
of it.
doesn't watch
Yeah.
anime.
Yeah, because like it makes sense for shonen and shoujo because these are young teenage boys and girls.
They have more time on
Animes
their
are big.
hands, so they can actually watch.
medium.
it
Oh,
and
yeah.
watch, yeah.
Most like people in their late 20s are probably just working or still
Yeah.
in school or
Yeah,
some shit.
yeah.
Doing their life.
They don't got the time to watch anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How
So-
do we do it? Jesus.
I don't
We got
know, we're
good,
weird
that's
guys,
Well, I quit
but-
my job. That's how.
Oh yeah.
And I'm homeless, so yeah.
Yeah, and I just have a lot of time on my hands.
Yeah,
I like-
time that could be spent working out, but instead you watch anime
I
and
do
get fat.
both.
At
Thank
the
you.
same time, or
Dude, I've done it once at the same time. Couldn't pay attention, so
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it's probably hard to be.
You were too busy
Okay,
watching.
anyways.
You were too busy watching the anime. You couldn't pay attention to the working out.
Yeah, I almost died too. Like it was the weight was crushing me, and I'm like, oh wait,
I need to know where One Piece is.
All Might, save me! Oh god.
Anyways, so yeah, I guess we've all seen at least one or two Josei
I've seen
anime.
one. Only
I have.
one.
Let me look at my monograph for a
I haven't
second.
seen any, so I'm
Oh.
completely
I have seen
useless.
4 Josei,
I'm 100%
Oh.
useless in this conversation.
It's like very scarce.
and
I've
I all
seen
watched them
5.
and I watched most of them a very
Wait, I've
long time
seen-
ago.
How many have I seen? I've seen more than 5. I remember.
It's one of those.
Yeah,
that,
but I've
it's one of those that
seen a
card
lot.
game.
Yes, Chihaya Furu.
Yeah, I hear good things about that. Very
It's
good.
really good. It feels like a sports show, a sports shonen, but the art style is very much a shoujo, but it's a josei. So I feel
Whoa.
very conflicted when I watched it. Like I look at the art style, I think, oh, it's a shoujo, but then I see the sports in it, and I'm like, oh, this is like a sports shonen. But then it's listed as a josei. I'm like, please,
You alright?
stop it. I'm confused.
Yeah, that's how I
I
felt
don't know how
about
to feel.
Nana, which is not a Josei but a shoujo, but has very like Josei
Mature
designs.
themes?
Oh no, I was gonna say it has Josei designs almost.
Mm. Yeah, that's true. It's weird how like a lot of shows feel like they're targeting the wrong audience by having that, tag associated with them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not necessarily true that when it has that tag, you must watch things within that tag.
Oh yeah, of course.
For your age group, but it definitely is marketed in a different way if it has that. So it's interesting. But yeah, so I also saw. I think the most popular Josei anime is Usagi Drop.
Usagi Drop.
Usagi Drop.
Usagi Drop might be. Yeah, it's a very nice story about a guy who raises a daughter that isn't his.
Oh, dude, that sounds. I might want to watch that. Then again, I've heard
Very
good things
nice.
about
A lot of people like it. It's probably nice.
Yeah, it's a very good show. I would recommend people to watch it.
Okay.
I think it's great. It's very hard to nail down what makes a show Josei though.
I always find
'Cause-
Josei shows like with like older characters, like Usagi Drop. The main character, well, one of the main characters in the show is like a 40-year-old dude that has to take care of like a little girl now, just
Yeah.
suddenly.
Due to circumstances.
Yeah, due to
Yeah.
circumstances.
Let me think. Nodame Cantabile.
Has people in college.
Yeah, it's people in college.
Same with Honey and Clover.
which
Chihiru
I
is
have seen.
people in high school. So
So I feel like it's like characters that are more like mature.
Yeah,
Very
older.
mature. Yeah, older and mature.
To jump back to shonen, a lot of like shonen protagonists are like really young.
Yeah,
Like-
So
they're,
like little,
Like first year high school, maybe a little bit younger than that.
yeah.
junior
Sometimes
high.
sometimes even younger than that. Just so
Like
they,
I see that like in like Fairy Tale, and it's like these kids are all like they're all 14 and they're living by themselves. Like
I know.
what the fuck?
Like
What?
they want to be adults. Like yeah.
or like Pokemon, it's like, oh, you're 10. There you go, get out. Go catch a bunch of animals.
and get a gun
hey,
pulled on
man,
your
living
head.
the dream.
Yeah. pretty
While I
much.
bang the professor next door.
What the hell? Where did that come
Oh
from?
God,
Whoa,
no!
shit.
No. Whoa.
What? That totally happens.
Does
I
it
mean,
though?
like
Is
that why you call
rarely,
him
but
Professor
like
That's why all the professors are named after trees.
Wait. What? Oh wait,
Oak,
Oak,
birch.
birch, elm.
dude! I just realized
Sycamore?
I did
dude,
not.
my whole
know
life
that.
is a lie. What the
Oh my-
fuck?
What the hell?
There's Juniper, but she's a girl, so
That still works.
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, Doji's man, they'll make it happen.
Shit,
Just doing
Doge
it
and
with
Jock.
doing it with a bunch of trees. Just like,
dude, you're barking up
stop,
the wrong
please.
tree, buddy. Like,
hey, winner!
Please stop.
Becker.
Oh yeah, okay. So another Josei I want to mention is Rakugo, which actually aired recently.
tell us about that. I've been really curious about that show. I've heard really good things about it.
So I think I see why it's listed as a Josei. It's because it's very much a character-driven story, and there's like actual drama between characters with more mature themes. It's telling the story, like at least this one is telling the backstory of one of the ones who is doing Rakugo. And this is the master, and he's like it starts out with taking an apprentice, and then goes into a backstory about him. So it talks about his life up until this point, and it goes through a lot of drama. Like a lot. Of
that's
drama.
that's something I would probably want to add. That Josei has a lot of drama. I noticed.
Yeah. Because drama is what sells, guys.
People,
Juicy drama.
People like drama. Usually, it's like people with like uninteresting lives, so they can like revel in other characters' dramas and stuff.
Live vicariously.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it's interesting. I recommend at least everyone should at least try Josei anime just once. At least one of the more popular ones. I think it's a good experience. It's definitely a very drama-heavy genre, I feel.
I noticed that a lot of them are also very slice of life heavy. Like Nodame Cantabile is slice of life. I've seen about 3 episodes of it. Usagi Drop, very slice of life. Honey and Clover, extremely slice of life.
Oh man, yeah.
That makes sense to me because, from what I can tell, I mean, kind of from anime, but also just from knowing about a little bit about the culture. Like Japanese women are kind of just are, for the most part, just expected to be like wives and moms.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense that like their life, they're basically just slice of life. So it makes sense that they target them, where like younger males are generally expected to have dreams and
to do work and do stuff,
which is why their stuff is all about like being the best.
Yep.
And like being better than everyone else.
Conquer the world, and fulfill your fantasy.
And then they realize that they have to work 80 hours a week in order to live.
And it's usually a shitty life,
guys.
Too.
Come on.
This is getting a bit depressing, guys. Let's move on.
It's like I work to live, not live to work. Not in Japan.
Okay, so the next genre or demographic.
Wow, you just called the fucking genre?
Oh, boo! Get out! Right
we're trying to. Oh my god, we're trying to like spread awareness of other demographics.
Okay, fine. The next demographic is Seinen.
Is it I don't know. Okay, I don't know about the pronunciation.
It's Seinen.
Seinen. Okay. So that's
what I'm saying.
Super Seinen.
Same age group as Josei, but for boys.
God,
actually, with Seinen, I've noticed that it could be like male or female. To be honest,
I think so too.
I guess.
What it looks like.
Yeah, but it feels like there's a lot more action shows though.
Like Tokyo Ghoul, guys. That's like
there's a lot of shows. Seinen has a lot of like darker shows.
Yeah, like I've noticed a lot of like horror shows are also Seinen.
Bakano is darkish.
It's violent.
I'd say violent, more violent than dark.
Like the stuff with the rail chaser is kind of dark. The rail tracer, not chaser. Doesn't make the trail chaser.
Yeah,
Trailblazer.
There's also Black Lagoon, and that deals with a lot of like.
Ooh, deals with some shit.
Dude, and Batum. We all know how much we love that series.
Hey,
fuck Batum.
Fucking Batum. And then we have other series which are
you have other really dark seinen like K-On!
and Kiss X.
Well, K-On!
Jokomachi Dandelion.
Oh yeah,
K-On's a peculiar one.
There's a really big mix of shows in here. It's kind of weird.
It's almost as if it's a really broad demographic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I notice a lot of the more ecchi shows are mostly seinen though. Like I'm just looking through the mal list, like stuff like
Monster Musume,
Orimo. Monster Musume is one. Hanaganai is another. We have Kiss X Sis.
Oh yeah,
that's a classic.
Oh yeah,
that's
due for a rewatch.
I can kind of understand Prison School being like because it gets like weird almost.
It gets does it get steamy?
No.
It gets very boner-inducing confusion.
It's I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I can see why that's like considered a seinen, and then like Heaven's Lost Property is considered a shonen.
Well, like when I think of Prison School, like from what I've seen of it, I mean, I haven't seen the show or read the manga or anything, but I feel like they kind of do, like, they get a little bit deeper than just here's boobs, here's more boobs, here's more boobs, here's more boobs. I feel like they do get a little bit.
It's like a man's like.
It's a lot less like silly. The show takes itself way more seriously than most ecchi. Okay. That's the thing.
Right. Okay.
Well, it's like the whole exploration of fetishes, man. At least that's what some of my friends describe it as. Like he says, like they're just fetishes that are just like found
Like, it's a
out,
little
like,
more
discovered.
adult.
Yeah, very adult. Very.
I think that's probably the best way to describe it. It's a lot more adult, even though prison school can be kind of silly sometimes. But
Yeah, I guess.
more adult than
it's her
silly.
nipple.
Silly.
it's more adult than say like your average like ecchi guy.
I remember that panel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
His eye is just like up close. Her
okay.
nipple.
I think we all know what you're talking about, Bacon. Okay, I don't know. Seinen is really hard to nail down because there's such a diverse.
it's less
number of
formulaic
shows.
than say shoujo or shonen.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. It's the same thing with Josei. It's hard to pin down because it doesn't follow like a formula like almost every time.
Yeah, all
It
you can
kind
say
of
is
just
like
assumes that maybe its audiences
More adult.
when they were younger, they had their fill of formulaic, and now they want something different.
Mhm.
I agree. Yeah. Like this is kind of
Yeah,
like
but-
where like this like your graduation of anime. You know, like all right, now that you got past all like the kiddie stuff, here's things that us.
Here's like the Mighty Kids meal of anime. You know.
Yeah. Like I don't want the
See,
kids
but-
meal anymore. I want the value menu.
see,
You're not
but
writing
that's
pull-ups
also
anymore.
Dude, I'm a big kid now. But you know what?
Yeah.
like it also causes problems though because I noticed there's a lot more edgier shows
like-
in the
like
seinen category.
Like I said before, like fucking, I was really surprised to know that Tokyo Ghoul is a fucking seinen. Apparently, maybe the manga is really dark, but like
That's
I
probably
haven't
why.
read the manga. But the anime
Apparently-
felt like
I've
a shonen.
I've heard also apparently in the manga there's a lot of dialogue. It's very dialogue
wow.
heavy, and so I can see why you wouldn't want to target that towards the younger audience who's maybe
Because the younger audience doesn't give doesn't give a shit. Usually,
Yeah, dude. Power of friendship usually always.
they'd probably have like a low attention span or something. I don't know.
dude, right? Yeah.
maybe.
That's kind of mean to say.
Nah,
Sum it up.
it-
I didn't mean that I didn't mean like. I'm pretty sure that someone younger than me might have a lower attention span.
Yeah,
I have a
like-
low attention. I have a low attention span.
Then again,
Like I wasn't like trying to insult people, but like that just usually happens.
I
It's
didn't.
usually-
I wasn't insulted by it. So
It's
good.
usually the case, though. Just
Yeah.
I'm on Becker's side for this one.
That doesn't mean they're going to always have like a low attention span. They might like
You just get
I
that.
don't know.
You're just at.
they
that
might
age
change
where
over
just-
time. That's the thing.
Like they just want more like home from school, time for some action, and then they just don't want to deal with a bunch of dialogue.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
like
I
they
guess.
care, but they like don't care. You know, they just want to get
Like
to
they
the
care to an extent.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, that's the thing.
Because I think it's in Seinen, like there's like a lot more behind the action. You know, there's a lot of reasoning. There's a lot of like revelations, and that's what makes like stories like so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just like hey, I'm gonna fight you because you're the enemy. I bet there's like a lot of background that needs to set up this really like extravagant storyline with like a really good ending like overall.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have One Punch Man. That's just like total epicness. That'll just blow your mind.
Wow, Bacon.
Isn't One Punch
please
Man
tell
supposed to
me
be like a
more.
parody of like stuff like that though?
Shonen
It is.
stuff. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
It's a straight parody.
Which is I love it. Love it.
Okay, that's nice
Nah,
to
man.
hear, Bacon.
One Punch Man is like the worst anime ever.
Oh,
Didn't you know?
How dare you?
Guys, One Punch Man isn't as good as our anime thinks it is.
Dude, shout
Yeah.
out to Across, by the way.
Miss that guy. Good man.
It was
Oh
like
my
totally into
God.
Naruto now,
Yeah.
which is kind of
Oh,
funny.
Ping
So,
Pong's here. Oh yeah, love that series.
Yeah, guys, any seinen shows that you want to talk about
Ping pong.
specifically?
Let's talk about ping pong.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a great opening.
Oh yeah.
It's a great opening.
I actually haven't seen it,
Well,
but okay.
with this series, like I went into it thinking it was a shonen because it was sports. Because I'm thinking to myself like, oh yeah, these guys are gonna play other players and all that. And of course, like the art style of it was really different. Wasn't too used to it, but they really didn't focus much on the actual playing of ping pong. They did sometimes.
Like when they did play ping pong, it was intense as fuck. Like
Yeah.
So,
really
when
well
I-
directed.
When I
Yeah.
talk about ping pong, so when I look at my sports, like what sports shows I've seen, ping pong's listed in there, and I never think of ping pong as a sports show. I think of it as a drama, like a character-driven drama that just happens to have a sports setting.
I could agree
I
with
don't
that.
think of it as a sports.
I mean,
show.
I can see that. I mean, I disagree, but I see your point of view. Definitely.
Because it's very, very character driven.
I love how it's character driven because I don't think I've ever gotten something with this much detail behind it.
Like, I could have... Oh, man, those characters are so fucking great. Like, I could identify with each, like, character in a different way.
Oh, yeah. Because I don't think there's a single character I actually hate in that entire thing.
Oh, yeah.
They all have their reasons for playing, which is what I liked.
That was, like, the big focus of the show. Is like, why do we play ping pong?
Yeah.
And we learn at the end is that we play ping pong because we fucking love ping pong.
Yeah. They're all just trying... Again, they're trying to, like, discover themselves, like, in terms of why...
Oh, yeah.
Why they're behind it, which is why I thought it was like Shounen, but it gets more complicated than that, especially with one of the characters that's like one of those like prodigies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I love most about it. Good stuff.
Yeah, it's
just fix that art style, and then you got a 10 out of 10 from me.
So, dude, man, what's your favorite Seinen anime?
Oh god, there's so many to pick
Or
from.
what
I'm just
have
gonna
you
go
seen?
with a really
Not necessarily
casual
favorite.
answer, TBH, and I'm gonna pick Kaiji.
Ooh.
Kyoshi!
I still don't get that. No.
Sawa.
Sawa,
So
guys.
wait, I heard Kaiji's about gambling.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool stuff.
Just gambling.
that's
It
it.
is very
That's
like
really all you need
intense
to know.
and
That's
No
kind of
wonder
what
why
happens
it's not
for
a
52
shonen.
episodes.
Bacon.
It's
I'll tell you this. It's you know Darby from JoJo?
Best fight. Go on.
That for 50 episodes.
All right.
52 episodes in particular.
So you're saying there's
And
you're saying
also-
there's enemy stands in this.
Well, there's big noses. I don't know.
yeah,
nice.
yeah, there are.
Pointy noses
There's
that if
also,
you could stab your eye.
Sometimes.
There's also
Some people have really blocky round noses.
yeah, and there's also no female characters.
There's one
There's
female
like
character.
one. There's one there's one that's like appears in in the ED in the second season.
No, not her. I'm talking about the there's the one girl that works at the convenience store.
Oh yeah, there's that girl too.
So there's two.
But only the convenience store girl actually makes an appearance in the show. The other girl's only in the ED.
hmm
Yeah. No wonder it's a seinen, guys. It's literally only guys. It's a sausage fest.
You say that like that's a bad thing.
I mean, have you seen their noses? Do you think any girl would want to be around them?
They're all
you know 'em.
The main character in the show is drawn to look like a loser kind of. Totally.
That's so
Definitely.
A lot of the characters in the show look like despicable.
They even
But that's-
act like.
Oh, some of them are. Fuck that Ondo guy from season 1. Fuck that guy.
Oh yeah, fuck them.
There are some people really despicable. I mean, like you get into like, it's all about like underground gambling and like people in debt because of gambling issues and stuff. There's a lot of really shady characters.
Oh yeah.
In
That
Kaiji.
will appear like really cool at first, but then will fuck you like later on.
Because there's
Not
no girls
physically,
around.
but, like-
That's how they have to get it.
Oh my god, swear.
Jesus. Okay.
You can't just say
I think
that.
there's why this is Seinen. I mean, the way this is
Okay.
going.
Okay, well, I think we can all agree that most seinen shows deal with more mature themes than shonens, and that's why they're classified as such. But at the same time, they can be very broad, and it's very hard to nail down what exactly makes a series a seinen.
Yeah,
other
I
than
think
the
a
fact it
seinen
deals
is
with
just
more
when you
mature
can
stuff.
kind of decide it's not appropriate for the younger audience. Like,
Yeah.
like we mentioned, Tokyo Ghoul is very shonen.
Shonen
Shonen-like, yeah.
At least the anime is.
Yeah,
Maybe that
just
was
the anime,
intentionally
yeah.
made more shonen.
Yeah, anime specifically, it's definitely feels shonen, but it's dark enough that I can see why you go, let's not give this to 12-year-old boys.
But there's
Yeah,
there's math
the
in
content
it.
matter is pretty like, I guess like above like PG-13 stuff.
Yeah,
But they teach math.
I'd say it's like R-rated stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely. Or like NC-17 if they still do that shit.
That's mostly for like nudity.
Right.
Yeah. Oh.
Surprise guest
Oh,
appearance.
hey, Fo! What's up?
Oh,
What
why
the-
are you here, Fo?
What the?
Awkward, TBH.
Oh, let's keep going.
Yeah, let's just keep going then.
This,
Oh, so we've gone through all 4 of the major age categories, but I also want to talk about other more specific stuff like shows, like idol shows, because those target a very specific niche audience.
yeah, who are they
'Cause
targeting? Jeez.
There's a whole idol culture in Japan too, and I guess with Korea as well. The way they really idolize these idols.
Get out. Get out. You're not movie.
Boo.
But yeah, it's interesting because have you guys seen idol shows?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
I've seen one, but I'm like slowly being dragged to idol hell. It's not that bad.
It was not even slowly.
Hey, start Dash. Get ready for them idols, buddy.
Well,
Not even slowly. You started watching Love Live and you were all in.
I kind of was,
Because
so-
Love Live's a nice show.
It is, and okay, it's one of those shows that low key was actually really inspirational to me, and I haven't seen second season yet.
Oh shit! You haven't seen second season? Second
No.
season is better than the first.
That's all.
You're in for a treat, buddy.
But ever since I mentioned like Love Live to like some of my friends, one of them freaked out. He's like, "Dude, you watch Love Live?" I'm like, "Yeah, you have to watch Idolmaster. They were there first before Love Live." And then I got into a conversation with him about just Idol series.
Hey Bacon, are you ready? I'm a lady.
Fucking hell! Okay. When I watched Idolmaster with a bunch of my friends, we were doing like a group watch, and every single fucking time that OP came on, we couldn't fucking skip it, and I had to hear the full thing
Are you
every
ready?
single time. And
Are you
everyone just
ready?
kept singing
I'm a
along.
lady.
I was so annoyed at the English.
I don't know what this is.
What? How does it make sense? Why'd you say, "Are you ready?" and then I'm a lady? Why?
Wait.
What is the connection between the
Well,
two?
Keep
See,
talking.
dude,
I'm gonna
they
look
wanna
up the
know.
OP right now.
They want to know if you're ready for Idolmaster, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm ready," and they're just like, "I'm a lady." You're like, "Okay, not a trap. Good, I'm all on board." This is
Hey, what do you got against traps, buddy?
Hey,
I mean-
I've fallen for traps constantly. Looking at you, Oragaru. Jeez.
Oh my god.
Alright, I just watched the first 10 seconds of the OP. I can see why that could be annoying.
Yeah, it's every single time,
you
man.
ready?
And then the second one, it's fucking they just go change.
See, it's not as dank and it's not as like memorable. I skipped it.
Okay, we're getting
Yeah.
a little off topic,
Right,
but yeah,
right.
there's idol
Idol
animes.
girls, yeah.
They definitely target a specific audience, which are those people who probably really enjoy the whole idol culture.
See, I'm not sure if I would enjoy the idol culture. I just like the show. Then again, I've watched a couple documentaries on how idols are conducted in Japan, and some of it's pretty depressing.
Yeah. When
It's
you know
really
what
weird.
the backstory
Yeah.
of it, it's really terrible. But at the same time, like I guess part of the draw is the fact that they get to see you see the performances by the idols in the actual anime too. So you either enjoy it or you enjoy like the backstage stuff, like
think
the
reason
journey.
why I enjoy the whole I think the reason why I'm enjoying Love Live is because I'm a bit sad that from what I hear, like the Love Live, the first one before this whole like Sunny, whatever the next one is, like they're
Aqua?
done. Yeah, they're like done. They just did their last concert and everything, and I didn't realize how big it was. Like they had their own concerts, they merchandise up the hizzy. They just like were like huge like celebrities, and it just like drove me nuts. I was like, wow, I didn't think it was that big. I thought like JoJo was big, but it seems like Love Live and the movie that's like, which I haven't seen yet either, it's like dominant. Like in
Dude,
Japan.
I'm pretty sure if the JoJo characters got up on stage and had a concert, like,
like what would they do?
dude,
Just
you
sing-
can.
Well, there
Just
are
sing
like
the
some characters in JoJo that have instruments, right? Like in later parts, or
There's like, it's not often. I can think of one.
Well, still, I'm just the reason why I'm just fascinated. That's overall. I'm just fascinated at how dominant this whole idol culture is. You know, I didn't realize how big it was until now, and now I want in on it. I want to like be a part of that because it's so cool how you have all these like shows being just sold out just because. I'm not saying it's just because of the anime, but it's because of the hard work they put in terms of the music, because they have CDs, merchandise, signings. You know, pay $100 just to shake their hand. You know, stuff like that. It's cool to me. Like they're so successful.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And then I mentioned one other genre that I quickly want to mention before we go. Cute girls doing cute things. That is a very specific genre. That is a genre in itself.
I'm just
and
now
and it appeals to its own demographic.
starting a cute girls doing cute things show.
Oh, you're rewatching Panzer? Good for you, man. I'm proud of you.
No, but I did watch the movie. Great
Oh,
movie.
amazing. Yeah.
No, I'm watching Yuri.
I was gonna get on that. How is it so far?
is there
It's all
Yuri?
I was laughing really hard at a point in the first episode.
Is it
nice.
is it the tomato?
No, but it was the same girl. Toshino Kyoko.
Oh yeah,
Dude, you deserve some gold for that.
I got gold for that.
What?
Fucking hell. I've never gotten gold, guys.
I have.
This is
Yes,
horrible.
I've gotten gold before. Scratch that off my bucket list.
Oh my god. I still remember when Becker got gold for posting a comma.
Oh, best story.
Dude.
Amazing.
Oh
Don't
my
forget,
God.
I like girls too.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, anyways. So, it's weird because there's a whole like bunch of anime that just has that whole cute girls doing cute things. Like we have K-On!
K-On! You got
We
Yuri,
have
Yuri.
Yuri,
Okay.
non
Would
Beyond.
Lucky,
Yusa.
Lucky Star count?
Yeah, it's
definitely.
Nice. I love Lucky.
And I think it appeals to its own target demographic, not necessarily a clear-cut one, but it's very much a group of people who enjoy very slice of
Just kind
lifey
of chill,
shows.
laid back shows.
Relaxing, tranquil comes to mind as well.
Yeah,
You can just kind of sit
It's-
back. You don't
yeah.
gotta pay attention too much. You don't
Yeah.
have to missing anything.
But then when you switch it to males, then all hell breaks loose. Like, what is this? This is outrageous.
cute guys doing cute things.
Shout out to Free.
I never thought swimming would be a cute thing, but like it sounds like more of a manly thing, like an epic thing. But okay,
Oh no, the swimming in Free looks really cool. It's not even like moe or anything. It's just like really good looking. It's really well animated.
It's KyoAni, man.
I've heard good things. I've heard good things about the water.
Oh yeah, the water animation is really nice. Good shit.
I can
Wow,
imagine.
good for them.
Yeah, but yeah, there's it's weird how there's a lot of people who just like really get into that.
Is there an
specific
anime
type of
series
show.
where the girls are not cute but they're doing cute things?
No,
That depends on your definition of cute.
Okay.
that doesn't exist, Bacon. All anime girls are cute. What are you talking about?
Well, the girls in Ippo aren't particularly that cute.
Dude, right? Real talk. Like they're
Like,
meh
They're cute to someone.
well,
to Ippo.
hey, I mean, yeah,
Like that's it. Just one.
we might get into Ippo spoilers, but
Okay.
Ippo episode one.
Okay, so
dude,
Let's-
Ippo
let's,
episode when? Let's do it,
What, the two of you?
dude.
Yeah,
Dude, we can talk about Ippo for 50 minutes. Do that.
Oh, dude.
oh
I
my
can talk.
God.
I can talk about Goop by myself in a podcast.
It's just one monologue.
Dude, yeah. Oh, I will do it one day if we ever need to pull an episode
The
out.
bacon. Oh no, we need an episode immediately. Bacon just like I got
I
this.
got one.
Bacon's already recorded. I'm on it, guys. I've already edited and everything. Like,
It's done.
fuck, that's pretty impressive, Bacon.
It might actually happen. Like, stay tuned. Like, we'll see.
Oh my god, it's fucking crazy. Anyways, so I think let's move on to just a final word about demographics in general. Not talking about anime, just like the general age groups and people in Japan, because this is what obviously anime is made for. And do you have like any thoughts about it? Like, I'll say my thoughts at the end, but do you guys have any thoughts about it just in general, Bacon?
About demographics.
Yeah, about like the people who consume anime in Japan. Like,
Honestly, from what it stands, it feels like, or it is, it's all about money in the end, and they're gonna appeal to any demographic that's the strongest. So I feel like, again, like for Shonen, since there's so much and it's so popular, it's kind of like
It's probably a competitive market.
Yeah, very competitive. And even though it's kind of seeping into the West now and pulling us in, even though as much as we want like new stuff all the time, we want like all these like, we want some shows to end, it doesn't stop because money, Blu-rays, merch. They got that that Shonen Jump theme park up in there. It's crazy.
oh my god.
Wait, they got a
dude.
Shonen Jump
Wow.
theme park?
Pretty sure they do.
Yo, that's lit.
They've
Yeah.
got all the Shonen Jump games.
Yeah, and the games too.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's where a lot of the funds for anime is going into. Then again, I don't know how it all works, but like again, as you saw for like, what was it, Josei? You don't see much of that. And it's not selling much, so I would assume there's not as much effort being put into that demographic. So they're like, all right, let's go with the easy demographic because it's easy to entice, a young audience to buy this, or I'm pretty sure each and every one of us that watched Naruto wanted a freaking headband. I got 2 in my closet right now.
Dude,
So-
I
Wow.
really wanted a headband. when
and I
was
got the
younger.
vest.
Fucking weak.
Okay, so I got the whole outfit, dude. I mean, for real. So yeah,
I just had the
Oh,
games.
games are
Simple
fun.
man.
But yeah, they're my thoughts. It's about money in the end.
Okay. What about you, Becker?
Demographics are cool, I guess. Don't judge them. Don't judge a show based on its demographic. That's what I want to say.
And they're not genres.
Yeah, they're not genres.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and you, Smurf?
They're not genres.
Okay, I guess you reiterate the same point.
Jeez. I feel like I said the most.
You really want to
Steal
get
my
that across?
ideas, buddy.
Ouch.
What? I said it. What
He
are
said
you
it. He said it twice.
Dude, obviously, no. It was me that said it.
Let's look at the exact moment when they said those words on our wavelengths.
Instant replay, go.
Oh my god.
You don't
Okay.
don't worry about that.
So yeah, I think it's interesting. Like they have those 4 major ones. I wonder if there will be like another specific age group that just pops up.
60 years
and
old
becomes-
enough.
You never know.
Toddlers.
You never know. Like
Baby's first battle shonen.
Oh my god. I need my applesauce. I can't win.
But yeah, as Bacon said, it's really dictated by money. So I'm curious to see what the next major age group will be, age and gender group will be for consuming anime and stuff. And I kind of understand why shonen is probably the most popular. Probably just because those teenagers have like a lot of extra cash to spend or time to watch shows. And so I understand why Josei's not as popular because I guess the target demographics not as major consumer of anime. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
All right.
interesting.
Fun
I
stuff.
guess we've been going
But
longer
yeah,
than
we're
we
gonna wrap up.
expected to.
We're gonna see everyone later. We're gonna go watch anime and shit.
I'm hungry.
Maybe
Same.
same. Nah, let's. All right, let's go. See you guys later.
Bye.
Adios, bitch.